Your gut called and it wants you to fiber-maxx. Say what? Your gut's trying to send you a message. And no, it's not just gas. What is fiber-maxxing? And should you do this after bariatric surgery or while taking a GLP-1? Is there a smart way to fiber-maxx? I'll walk you through how to use fiber strategically, not a random overload, so you can feel full longer, help fix constipation, feed your gut good bacteria, and keep your weight loss on track.
Say goodbye to chalky calcium chews. ProCare Health makes chews that are creamy, not gritty, and packed with food-based TrueCal for superior absorption. Now available in peaches and cream. And yes, it tastes as good as it sounds. Save 10% with code BSS10 at procarenow.com.
I'm bariatric dietitian Dr. Susan Mitchell. You're listening to the Bariatric Surgery Success podcast. I'm so glad you're here today. It matters where you get your nutrition information. Here's what you need to know now. Fiber-maxxing means significantly increasing the amount of fiber you take in every day for the health benefits. The range of 40 to 60 grams of fiber every day is the suggestion you see on social media for fiber-maxxing. And as a rule, we dietitians love this idea of more fiber. But, and many times there's a but, here's what you have to think about. If a little's good, is a lot more fiber really better? Here's where this 40 to 60 grams of fiber can become an issue. Let me explain. Did you know that less than 5% of Americans meet the recommended daily intake for fiber? That recommendation is 25 grams per day for women and 38 grams for men. Guess how much the average adult gets in their diet? Much less, about 15 to 16 grams of fiber a day. Can you see why we're a very constipated society? Well, fiber has a lot to offer you besides fixing constipation and keeping things moving along. It helps to regulate appetite so you're not hungry all the time. Fiber is known for lowering inflammation in the body, supporting your immune function, and helping to regulate your metabolism by its effect on digestion, blood glucose level, and gut health. Fiber promotes a healthy gut microbiome, which in turn impacts overall metabolic function. Think of it like this. Fiber, especially soluble fiber, is a food source for beneficial gut bacteria. Soluble fiber, such as grapes contain, also has a lowering effect on lipid levels, such as your cholesterol and your LDL cholesterol. And fascinating research is looking at the fiber's effect on the hormone GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1, which helps regulate insulin secretion, blood sugar, and satiety, or how full you feel. When you include fiber foods in your diet, such as oats, berries, and legumes, they feed the gut bacteria, which then produce these fatty acids that trigger the release of GLP-1. These foods naturally provide the types of fiber that's soluble, insoluble, and fermentable that your body and your microbiome require to function properly. Remember, this GLP-1 is the hormone that helps curb your appetite and that is also taken as a medication. The problem is, like most anything, you can overdo it with fiber, resulting in significant constipation. Yep, too much fiber, just like too little, can block you up. It can also cause miserable bloating and an upset stomach and gas. So instead of trying to pack in 40 to 60 grams, aim to work towards the suggested amount of fiber. What is that? Remember? 25 grams for women, 38 for men. And remember, this is far more than the average person is taking in at 15 grams a day. And you will get all those wonderful health benefits without the ugly side effects. And truthfully, after surgery or with a GLP-1, which decreases your appetite, it can be hard to even get close to 25 grams a day, much less the 40 or 60. It's just unlikely to happen. And you're not going to feel well if you do overload it. Now, you'll often need a fiber supplement just to see that suggested 25 grams a day for women and 38 for men. And since you don't want constipation, cramps, gas, or bloating, it's important to work with your bariatric dietitian so that you strategically increase your fiber. This way, you can learn to eat those high fiber yet lower calorie foods so you get the most fiber with the fewest calories. Let's fiber max strategically and smartly. So here's how. I want to give you several tips so that you can be working on this. But remember, it's a good idea to get with your bariatric dietitian too and look at your overall plan, medications that you're taking, various things so that you make sure what you're doing is right for you. Number one, work towards that 25 grams a day for women and more for men. But you want to discuss with your team how much and when. You don't want to just, boom, start adding a lot all at one time, or you will be constipated and you won't like me. Start slow and add about 3 to 5 grams of fiber every day or every 2 days. You want to give your body time to adjust and to prevent bloating, cramping, gas, and constipation, all which happen when you push a lot of fiber quickly and your body's not used to it. Number 3 is hydrate. That fiber without fluid is a recipe for a blocked up body, like a concrete block. Misery you do not want. So how much fluid? Again, that's 64 to 80 ounces, probably what you've been working on hard towards since you've had bariatric surgery. If you're taking a GLP-1, you know that fluid, no matter what, remains very important. But fiber and fluid go hand in hand together. Number 4, mix it up. The type of fiber that is. You want soluble, insoluble, and fermentable. So soluble, such as in oats and apples, help lower your lipids. Insoluble, such as berries and cauliflower, exercise your gut and keep those things moving. And fermentable fibers, such as beans and lentils, are for your gut health. Number 5, food first, then supplements if needed. So this is where working with your bariatric dietitian is really smart, because sometimes you're going to say, I just can't get all the fiber I need right now. And you don't want to cause more problems. So figuring out what is right for you. So here's what I want you to think about this week. If you're multitasking, come back to me. If you want to fiber max, do so strategically. 40 to 60 grams is not the answer, but working towards 25 grams a day with a lot of fluid is. More if you're a guy. Do it slowly so you don't leave me nasty messages about being blocked up. Give your body the time to adjust that it needs. Your health and you are worth it.
Bariatric Surgery Success with dietitian Dr. Susan Mitchell is produced and owned by Practicalories, LLC. All rights reserved. Remember, the content provided on this podcast is for information purposes only and doesn't create a patient-provider relationship. It's intended to provide reference material and is not designed to provide medical advice. Please consult your healthcare provider regarding any medical issues you have relating to symptoms, conditions, diseases, diagnosis, treatments, and side effects. Podcast guests express their own opinions, experience, and conclusions which do not necessarily reflect or agree with the host, Dr. Susan Mitchell, or Practicalories, LLC.